my fellow gamers, Simple Geek Gaming, and welcome back to what is now episode 6 from the Mindception FTB server. If you have seen the previous episode, you'll be aware that I finally made my ender quarry, and it is working wonderfully. Let me just change the view like show and bring these back up. Yeah, the ender quarry is working absolutely beautifully, and I am on my third quarry. And this one is a pretty big one. It is a 80 by 80 quarry, and it has been going for the past 12 hours, or not 12 hours, yeah, it's basically, yeah, well over 12 hours or something like that. It's an unbelievably long time. Because, like, as you can see, we've set up the extra two deep storage for the sand, and also the sandstone, because I didn't want them clogging up. And obviously got that many cobblestone. I can't believe it's almost reached 500,000,000. And from these 3 quarries that I did, I'll say the first one being just that one chunk that you saw, and the second one was about 10 chunks, and this one is a massive 27. And as you can see, open that, loads of stuff, loads of stuff, loads of stuff, loads more stuff, and it actually goes to this one, and then finally to this one. So on almighty amount of stuff, I actually set these extra 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 extra chests just for this quarry, and I don't think I'm even going to touch these. The fun task will be getting this all sorted. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to hop to the mining age and just show you exactly how big this blooming quarry is. Right, here we are in our little mining age. Absolutely huge. At the moment, I seem to be the only person actually using it. There was another person who set up like this like automatic miner that actually goes forward, something similar to what Direwolf had, but that he has said he's just disabled it for the time being. I'm not sure if he's been told to, or he just doesn't see fit at the moment. So just down here is our blooming mine, because as you can see, this was the first one that we set up the last episode, and obviously in between episodes I set up this big ass one here, then set up another big one. This was even larger, as you can see, and loads of flowers. Oh, something from Ars Magic, I think I'll have that. Don't know what it's actually for mine, but and here is our current one. It's a giant 80 by 80. As you can see down here, it's still got these 5 chunks, and it's on the 4th one. Let me just check the map. Ah, cool. It's on this one here. We still got these 4 and these little thirds. So that's 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4, 5, about 6.5 chunks to go. So it is actually getting there. Oh god. I'll say I've had some fun though in between, because obviously I've sorted out some new power, and while trying to sort the power out, or trying to get the pump or the ender pump actually set up, I got attacked by something and then got blown up. Don't know what, but I think it was some sort of nether creeper, and it fell into lava. Tried to get out of it, and it fell flat on its feet. Basically I burnt to death. So I couldn't even retrieve the stuff. I asked Sorrowwind to help me with it. Even he couldn't do it. So what I had to do was just make some more stuff and go from there. Also, there's just been a little bit of an update from spawn as well. Because if we just head out, that's the wrong way, we have 2 giant spheres, and these are like 2 community spheres that Ilops is he on. Yeah, Ilops, yeah. He's on at the moment. I think he wasn't. Yeah, we saw him before when we went to the mining world, but obviously you didn't see him. Yeah, he set up this. He spent don't know how long he's actually spent on this, and there's a blooming skeleton underneath. Obviously, like it is a community area with you got the IC2 machines, you got the thermal craft machines. You've also got your Tinker's smeltery right here, with supposedly an infinity source of lava, which is actually pretty handy. And also a donations chest, which is set using ME and Access Terminal. There hasn't really been much donations, apart from these and the main ones, but donating dirt and cobble? Really? Yeah, I don't know. Actually, it's just one of those little things. I might come down here to use this compressor. No, there we go. Might use this compressor to do some of the surface dust. Is it? Yeah, I think it's that. Right, let's go back home, and then I can explain to you what we... Have I already explained to you? No, I haven't. I'll explain it when you get back. Okay, right, we are back now. Obviously, as you can see, we've still got tons to do down here, and what our main task to do is today's episode is basically start on our applied energistics setup. I'd say this is going to be one of those extremely long haul projects, and I have no idea how long it's going to take, let alone how long it's going to take to set up and just get it all working swimmingly. Because let me just bring up, I was actually looking at Safari Nest before. Right, as you can see here, we've got absolutely tons of stuff to make, and the main ones obviously we've got to make the ME controller, the drive, pattern encoder. I think we might leave just for the time being. We've also got the access terminal, the interface I think we might leave for the time being. Partition might leave for the moment. Crafting terminal, that might be another one, and also the crafting monitor. So a few of these we might leave for temporarily. So basically we just got a good few things to make from here, just trying to work out. We've also got to try and decide which of our storage clusters do we want, because the 1K supposedly isn't even worth it. The 16K, that might do, and the 64K, that is could take an absolute forever and a day to make, because it just needs blooming loads of stuff. Because as you can see, we've got the freaking storage cluster, then we've got the storage block, 3 of which, and then we've got the storage segment, and then the freaking storage cell, each with loads of diamonds. I don't even want to think about making this. What I'm going to do, I am going to spend some time trying to get everything ready, because luckily enough, I've got myself a workstation and maybe made a few of them, so I can make a couple of them and set them up so they're all being here, and then we can just dump all our stuff we need in here, and then we can just select exactly how much and of what thing we need, and go from there. Right, we are back. Obviously, since that last cut, what I've done, as you can see from this work table, I've got quite a few of the recipes ready to go, primarily for all the storage cells, because we are aiming for this bad boy, the 64K thing, or 6K storage, and that requires a storage cluster. But the main problem is the recipes are so blooming complicated. It's just very hard just to know exactly what you're doing, because you're having to go, like when I was just doing this, like getting this work table ready, it was just mind-boggling, just trying to work out exactly what I needed just so I can create it. Because as you can see from the storage cluster, they each require 3 of each recipe. So as you can see, the storage cluster requires 3 storage blocks, and then the storage block requires 3 of the storage segments, and the storage segment each require 3 storage cells, and obviously the storage cells require the basic processor. So a very hungry blooming recipe. It's just a load of stuff. And also, since the last cut, what I did, was I left the quarry running overnight just to finish off the last remaining 6 chunks, and obviously as you can see, no more stuff coming through, and everything is done. And it's even filled up all the way down to this chest. Is it this one? Oh, no, this one, sorry. These are the last 4 chests it's filled up, and it's just mind-boggling the amount of stuff I've got. I just can't believe it. Right, obviously, the first thing we got to make before we get on to our storage drives is... Oh, pardon me. Don't know what came over me then. Is these 4. It's obviously the ME controller, because that is key to our operation. I think obviously I've pre-made these flux crystals prior to the recording. The ME drives, obviously for the drives. What else? The access terminal, which is pretty easy recipe, which requires a conversion matrix. I've already gone ahead and made a couple of them, which should do the job. What's the next thing to do? The crafting terminal, which requires obviously another access terminal, which obviously is another conversion matrix. And is there anything else? I'm sure there was one other thing I've got the crafting monitor. No, it wasn't that. I'm sure it was something else. What was it? No, it wasn't that. Crafting monitor wasn't that. So yeah, it was that. I'll just go over the recipes. Yes, it was the controller, the drives, the access terminal, which is pretty simple. Oh yeah, I've got to make one of these eventually. So that requires probably another one of them. No, that shouldn't be much of a problem. The crafting monitor will make in good time. And obviously that's so. Have we got enough of these? Don't think we have. Better just make one more. So I'll grab one of them. So first thing we've got to do is obviously make our ME controller. So that's, we got a spare crystal. Yeah, we got a spare one of them. Plunk it down on the table. Make sure the recipe's up so I actually know what it is. Right. What am I doing that for? Is that... what am I like? Derping absolutely all the time, me. No. Damn. Okay, nothing's going to plan for me. Really isn't going to plan. Right. That is our controller. That's our first thing made. I think I'm just going to put this down so I can keep my inventory clear. Plonk that down. We'll worry about powering everything up later on. Right, next thing to do is the drive storage. So we need 2 of them. Have we got our 2 like basic process? I'm sure I made a couple before. Did I make them? No, I've got one there. On there. Let's just make a couple more. We need 2 of them. I'll just say hello to Ty. Oh, wrong. I pressed the wrong button. Hey. Right. So we need to plonk these in the furnace. Without walking into a blooming wall. Right, basic processors made. Now let's get on with this. Right, this case is 2 of these processors, a chest, and some glass, I believe. Is that correct? And some more iron. Iron, I'm really not too fussed about because I've got absolutely tons of stuff. Absolute tons. Just grab that. So I think on this last mine, I've probably got around about 20 ore stacks. So that will keep me busy for quite a long while. Right. Okay, that's that bit. Now we just need some glass. Here we go. Drive's done. Right, so let's just plonk this down to keep, obviously, like I said, keep them free. Next thing to do is the access terminal. Obviously, another simple recipe. Have we got enough of these? Right, so let's just make some more of them. Make 2 more. We're going to need quite a few of these, and I've already got 3 there. My God, what am I doing? What am I doing? Right, so that goes like so. 1, 2. Alright, sorry about that. I just got a little bit interrupted then. No, doesn't really matter. Okay, we need to make 2 of these because obviously we are making the crafting terminal, which obviously requires another access terminal. So, for this thing, we need 2 of these conversion matrices. My God, I actually got it right. Right, let's plonk these down like so. Done. And obviously we need the iron. So 1. Don't know what that's doing there. Is that right? No, that's not bloody right. Ah, I've got it the wrong way. Blooming round, you numbskull. Plonk that down there. Plonk that down there. Here we go. Our 2 access terminals. There's 1. And there's 2. Right. Right, I'll plonk one of these down there because we're going to need that as our main one. Now, obviously this one goes in like so for our crafting terminal. And obviously we need a standard storage cell. Have we got one? No, we haven't. Let's just make one of them quickly. Okay, we need one of these. God damn it. Really never do make sure anything's ready. I really need to know that next time. Or should I say, I really do need to know that. Oh, I love all these redstone furnaces. Can't wait till I've got everything automated so I can just do everything by a touch of a button. Can't wait till it's all up and running properly. Right, that goes in like so. Okay, what have I done that for? You numbskull. Yep, I'm not bloody awake this morning. Really not awake. Right, there we go. That's that. Easy as that. Saves me having to mess around with it, to be honest. Okay, let's go back to this one. We need our crafting table. We need our iron. I think just 2 glass now, is it? Yes, it's 2 glass. Right, and we've got these. So here we go. We've got the crafting terminal, the access terminal, the drive, and the controller. Though I think we've got to move them into the power room just so we can get everything going, because next stage is the drives, because these are going to be the absolute nightmares. Right, drives. Okay, right, I'm going to be back in a sec. I just need to work out exactly how much I'm going to need, because like I said a moment ago, it's overly complicated, each requiring 3 of each other. So back in a second. Right, I'm back, and I basically just gone ahead and made everything for these basic building processes. It was just primarily getting all the silicon we needed. We got more than enough, so we should have enough for when we come to make our second 64 gauge drive, which obviously is going to contain the storage cluster. But the thing is, we haven't even got close to making our next 2 storage. I can't even see it because of that. Yeah, the storage block. Right, we've got everything we need. So let me just double check the blooming recipes, even though I've just blooming memorized it. Obviously the storage block contains that. Right. Each one of these contains one of these. So we need to make 3 of them, and blooming hell, I can't freaking remember it. I've just memorized it as well. So let me just go back to that. So 3 of them. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 we need of these. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm out. What am I out of? Oh, redstone. Great. I've got plenty of stuff anyway. Doesn't really make much difference. What I want lapis for? Can't believe I had to think what I was short of then. Right, yeah, another 2 of them. I think that's correct. Now we can make is it 6? Just need to double check again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we just need 3 of these. So 1, 2, 3. Brilliant stuff. And then we need to make 2 more of these. So 1, and we are short of something. What is it we short of? Glowstone, glass, we're okay. Advanced processing unit, we're okay. We're short of something. What is it? Glowstone's in. Ah, God, right, we need some more of these. Bugger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. Certus quartz. Great. Never enough stuff. Never enough stuff. I'll be glad when I freaking just made this first 64 gauge drive, but to be honest, I'm not looking forward to when I come to make the second one. So, then 2 of them. So we need 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And we're blooming short again. More redstone. It's constant back and forth. It really is constant back and forth. No wonder I need to set up. No wonder that people who make these, or the advanced ones, have humongous minds. Okay, that's that. And time to make our final one of these. Excellent stuff. Right, now it's the fun task of making this humongous 64 one. Right. Okay, we need one of these. Great. Right, I'm going to have to... Damn it. Let's put this in the furnace. Like so. Really wish these were quicker, had like upgrades, you know, like on the industrial craft ones. But it's one of those little things, to be honest. It doesn't really bother me, but I still wish it would be quicker. Right. Okay, grab these 3 out. We need to grab some glowstone. Don't need 7 mine, but we still need quite a bit. Right. I'll throw that on there. I don't really need it. I've got so much iron, it's untrue. Right, let's bring up that recipe. So we actually got a basis to it. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. A piece of glass. And our 3 blooming storage clusters. Watch. Where are they? Oh, they're right blooming there. God. Which are right there. And we have almost ready is our 64k drive. This is no. Okay, we just need some redstone and we've got iron. Have we got enough iron? You've got more than enough iron. That goes like so. 1, 2. Ah, god damn it. Can never get it right. Right, that goes like that. That goes like that. That goes like that. And voila. 1 64k drive. My god, that was such an expensive recipe. And I'm probably going to be using a few of these. Glad that is done. Glad that is finally made. I'm going to make another one of these, but that one I'm going to do off camera. I think I just want to show you the process of actually making it and just show how tedious it actually is, making sure you've got enough stuff for everything. And just to make another 64k drive, I'm probably going to have to go mining the nether just to get more freaking nether quartz, cause I think I'm running out. I think I've only got about 4 stacks left or something like that. Right, I think next task is we are going to try and get this set up. I think we're going to set it up in the power room in a minute. Might set it up in the power room and then we can start by trying to drag out all this random stuff into these, and I think we could try formatting some of the drives as well, especially if, like, you know, like to the bees, because could make a dedicated 16k drive. Yeah, I could make a 16k drive for the bees and just put them into that and format it for that. It's one of those things, right? I'm going to go off and get this second 64k drive, and then once I've done that, we'll come back to you and then we can start the fun with the power, connected it all up and getting things formatted, because that's going to include making this partition editor, which obviously, like you can see, is a very simple recipe, and obviously I'm going to do that off camera. Right guys, welcome back. I have to say it has been a good few days since I was last on, obviously with work and such, so I haven't really had a chance to come on. But obviously when I have, like what I said in the end of the last cut, I've gone ahead and made my little partition editor. But at the moment I'm not too sure if I'm going to use it just yet, but I'm probably going to save it for for some future builds, such as like when I set up my bee network or my bee breeding in the other tree or the Formercraft stuff. I think it's going to be safe for one of those, but at the moment we'll just wait and see. Also, if you notice the applied Energistics stuff which I put down here, I have temporarily moved into the power room. That is because we are near enough just about to set up all the stuff, i.e. we are going to move everything from these chests into that. And also we have, as you can see from this, seeing all the stuff come out, I've set up another ginormous quarry. This time it is about 120 by 120, so that's around about 57 chunks, so that is going to take absolutely forever. And as you just quickly saw then, we're near enough at nearly at 600,000 cobble, so that might come in handy either for magma crucible or for making a singularity, so we can make a quantum field ring. That will be an interesting one, really will be an interesting one. Either way, that's for another day. Right, first thing we've got to do, like, you know, is we've got to set up the power. Obviously I've just disconnected it so I don't have to power it up, so that goes like so, and we now have power, really connecting these two other things up. Next thing is our cables. So as you can see, I've made the position export bus and obviously the input bus. I just feel these two are really cheap compared to the fuzzy ones. So I really don't get that. I would have thought the fuzzy ones would have been cheaper than the precision ones, but I think it's just one of those. Right, let's just move these because we're going to need our imports one. Right, let's just connect these down like so. Am I going to have to... Oh, okay, that was a little bit laggy. Really was. Okay, this is really laggy. Really, really laggy. Right. And our first chest. Right, let's connect that one up like so. And like that. And hopefully this should start pulling stuff out. Ah, brilliant stuff. Right. How much of the drives is it taking up? Let's just load up this bit. Oh, cool. Right. That's so much easier. Right. What have we got? How many more drives we got to do? We have got quite a few more. Right, let's go on to the next one. Is it empty yet? Almost empty and done. Right. Will this spanner work? Yes, it will. Excellent. Right, next one. I'm probably not going to show me doing all of these ones, but it is going to take a while. Right, that's automatically set up. That's pretty good. Right, also, with the Energistics sensor, as you see here, it's not going to stay down here. What my main plan is, if we go to the top of our tree where my bed is, we are going to have it set up just on these sides. So we're going to have it literally built into the tree, and this is probably going to look really, really cool. And the cable to actually come up from the bottom, because I think the Big Mac that we're going to build, I might build it underneath the little former pool where all the lava was. So we could stick it down here with all the deep storage units. Obviously, seeing they're just here, these obviously that's not. I mean, I'm stuck on that. Obviously, it's not going to be a permanent thing. These obviously they stick them down there, and that is going to be a really good thing. Right, I'm going to get on with this, connecting all of this up, and then we're going to connect that up to that. And I think that will be time. So I'm going to get on with this and I'll get back to you in a minute. Right, after what was basically seemed a little longer than I actually anticipated, we've got all the stuff out of the chest. I think that's everything out of these last few. Let me just check this last one. Yes, that's it. So all we've got is... what we got now is basically everything's being pulled out of the end of the chest. It's going through these four, obviously to separate them all, because we do not want all this stuff going into the deep storage units. And then whatever's left is obviously there's nothing in that one now. Okay, now there is. Right, let's pull them out. Yeah, and then whatever's left goes into this chest and then instantly gets pulled out and straight into the system. It seems a little bit far-fetched, but I haven't got anything better just yet, because obviously it needs to go through these things first, so it is very, very annoying. Either way, it is done, and I am very, very glad of it's in full working order, even though it's taken quite a little bit of time. And the thing that's kind of worrying me is the fact that it says like 62 types, like 37,000, and this is just from a few quarries, and I got another one going, and the second drive, as you can see there, is 17,500. So I just hope to God these do not fill up, because as you can see, I've got an almighty amount of stuff. Oh God. Oh, I mean, right, I'm gonna have to separate some of this stuff out and leave some of the stuff. I think what I'm gonna do next episode, or should I say in between episodes, is once this quarry's all set up, I'm gonna be setting up my second tesseract, and then we're going to set all this up at where I mentioned before, up on the first floor, up at the top of the tree. So that is going to be an interesting one. So unfortunately, after all that, we have, unfortunately, like I said, it's always ran out of time for this episode. So that is very, very annoying. Either way, I felt like I've made some excellent progress in this episode, and I hope it just to continue further on, because the rate it's going, especially with the quarries I'm setting up, I'm going to be overloaded with ores, which is absolutely fantastic. So either way, so if you have enjoyed this episode so far and obviously would like to see much more, please make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.